Here is the Avast Security News Roundup for the week ending March 5th, 2021. Avast reaches out to Ursnif malware victims. Avast Threat Labs discovered information that could be useful to past and present victims of the Ursnif banking Trojan, and we have shared that data with as many of the victimized banks and payment processors as we could identify. Ursnif has been a constant and persistent international threat for over 10 years, and according to the information obtained by Avast, the malware has targeted over 100 Italian banks. In the same batch of data, our researchers also found over 1,700 stolen credentials to a single payment processor. Among this data were usernames, password, credit card information, and banking information. In an effort to help victims recover from the impact of the attack, we have shared the information with the appropriate victimized institutions and finance information groups such as CertFin Italy. Here is what's new in Google Chrome 89. Google released a new stable version of Chrome browser on March 2nd, 2021. Google Chrome 89 is a security release that includes improvements and bug fixes. The Chrome release blog reveals that engineers patched 47 different security issues that affected previous versions of the browser. The highest severity rating is listed as high, but Google lists only issues reported by external researchers on the page. Chrome users can select Menu, Help, About Google Chrome to check the installed version and run the manual check for updates. More details listed below. If you haven't yet updated, this is important, so make sure your browser is up to date. Far-right platform Gab gets hacked. Not long after controversial social media site Parler was hacked, another far-right platform, Gab, has had its data extracted and then shared with WikiLeaks-style group known as Disturbed Denial of Secrets. DDO Secrets claims the hacker shared 70 gigabytes of data, which included passwords, private communications, and over 40 million posts. DDO Secrets co-founder Emma Best called it another goldmine of research for people looking at militants, neo-Nazis, the far right, QAnon, and everything surrounding January 6. DDO Secrets will not publish the data publicly, she said, but instead shared it selectively with journalists, social scientists, and researchers. Read more on Wired. Microsoft Exchange servers hacked. Microsoft informed users this week that a series of attacks have been detected against on-premises versions of Microsoft Exchange Server, and they attribute the attack with high confidence to Hafnium, a group suspected to be sponsored by the Chinese government. Microsoft reported that the group exploited 4 vulnerabilities to carry out the hacks. Microsoft Online Exchange servers were not affected, but the company urges all businesses using the on-premises software to update immediately with the appropriate patches. Check out Microsoft's blog post to learn more. Myanmar military government curbs internet. As soon as it overthrew the government on February 1st, Myanmar military arm plunged citizens into darkness by shutting off the internet. The measure kept the country's population from learning details about the coup, while military leaders arrested government officials. While internet use has been returned since, limits have been placed on certain popular services, such as Facebook and Messenger, and every night the internet is completely offline from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. Some Myanmar residents fear the nightly outages are intended to get the populace accustomed to regular internet shutdowns, the end goal being information control. Read one Myanmar couple's experience living through the coup in Wired. Google pledges to stop tracking web browsing. In a blog post this week, Google announced that after it phases out third-party cookies, which enable online entries to track one's web browsing, it will not replace them with any alternate identifiers that track users. Citing the fact that 72% of people feel that anything they do online is tracked by advertisers, the blog states. If digital advertising doesn't evolve to address the growing concerns people have about their privacy and how their personal identity is being used, we risk the future of the free and open web. Privacy advocates are hopeful that with an internet giant like Google taking a firm stance on privacy, all smaller companies will follow suit. And that wraps up this week's Avast Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.